Hello friends and Happy New Year. Today we are starting 2023 off strong with an announcement that you're definitely going to want to stick around for, especially if you're a writer. Welcome back. It's January 1st, it's 2023, and I have a lot of goals as well as plans for this channel. Before we jump in though, I would like to just say I hope that you had a wonderful holiday season, whatever that means for you. For us, we spent a good amount of time with friends and family and plenty of food. I definitely got in some good relaxation time through December, but as someone who is not good at relaxing, I am certainly ready to jump back into productivity land now. So let's get on with this announcement, shall we? If you followed my content and especially my live streams through 2022, you probably picked up on some mentions of starting a small press. Well, it's happening. Together with Pavia, whose channel will be linked up above, we are launching a small press called Stygian Society Publications. If you purchase Pay's latest book, you'll probably have noticed mention of the press, and actually if you purchase the latest edition of my novel in print on Amazon, you'll notice that as well. So technically we were getting into this last year, but now after attending some business classes and getting our concepts sorted out more clearly, we're ready to start pushing this thing forward in a big way. To do that, we thought it would be fun as well as beneficial to the community to launch Stygian Society with the publication of an AuthorTube Anthology. YouTube has had such an impact on both of our lives, so we wanted to collaborate with the community to create something really cool. I've also noticed through my experience here and on Reddit that the community is not quite as together as it could be. So my hope is that we can change that too, if even just a little. Getting into the nitty-gritty, the Stygian collection will be aimed at teen to mature readers, so think 16 plus. No erotic content, but feel free to touch on heavier issues. The anthology is for members of the Stygian Society who are bent towards darker topics, philosophical explorations, maybe a touch of horror. We're opening this up to a lot of genres though, so if you want to submit a story, please feel free to ask for clarification regarding whether or not your concept would fit. And if you're looking for a starting point, consider the dictionary definition of the word Stygian, which goes as follows: of or relating to the river Styx or Hades, dark or gloomy, infernal, hellish. For YA brains like mine, you might immediately turn to a gothic horror or maybe even something to do with Hades himself, but this can expand to musings on life, death, existence as a whole, and so much more. We want to allow for a lot of creativity here and make sure that readers come away with more than one question in their minds after reading. Sounds exciting so far? I hope so. If you want to submit your story, these are the requirements. You must be a writer who posts on YouTube. Whether you feel that you're a part of the AuthorTube community or not, don't worry too much on that. So if you're primarily a booktuber who posts reviews but who writes in your own time, or maybe you're even an author who runs a channel on Dungeons and Dragons, it's fine. Just be a writer and be a YouTuber. And if the fact that you're an author isn't something that always comes out on your channel, this will be a great opportunity to show your viewers another side of yourself and become a member of the AuthorTube community that we're fostering here. As I said before, your works cannot include explicit sexual content. They also can't include racism, sexism, or homophobia. That being said, if racist, sexist, or homophobic topics are explored in your work in a way that makes it clear that these are negative things, this would absolutely fit into a work that examines the way we exist in this world. The point is to not glorify these kinds of behaviors. When it comes to important dates, I'm going to list them in the description, and I will also direct you to the webpage for the anthology where you can find all of the info you need, but I'll let you know now that the submission deadline is February 28th, 2023, so that gives you a couple months to get something ready. February 28th. Remember it, everyone. Click it in your brain. We will announce selection of authors on March 7th. From there, you will have the chance to get together a final edit. Once you know that you're a part of the anthology, you'll also be given a chance to collaborate with an illustrator of our choosing to provide an illustration for your story. This is optional, but it's something that we wanted to make available. The deadline for your final edit will be April 4th, April 4th is also when we'll need your bio and your headshot to include in the anthology, and we're hoping to have the majority of illustrations on this day as well, but a month is really not a lot of time for that kind of deadline, so it's a bit more flexible. The next deadlines are for us. We'll sign off on an anthology proof by May 2nd and move on to publication for June 6th. Last but not least, I want to be totally transparent about the financial elements of this. To submit your work, there is a $5 fee. This is to ensure some level of commitment to what you're producing and cover our coffee while we read what we hope will be a small mountain of stories. Should you be chosen for the anthology, you will receive a one-time honorarium of $50 Canadian and one copy of the anthology when it's complete. You will also, of course, be able to purchase as many books as you like at cost plus shipping so that you can sell them on your own website, at local stores, conventions, etc. We've also made the contract totally transparent so that you can see it up front on the website, but to highlight the promotional aspect, since I think this is important, if you're selected, you are also agreeing to create at minimum one video and one social post on your main platform. The video announcement as well as the post must stay up for at least 6 months. That is also the amount of time that the work remains exclusive to our anthology. 6 months after publication, you are welcome to publish that story elsewhere if you like. In exchange for your promotion of the anthology, you'll get a special code for your followers to use at checkout. You'll receive 25% of all sales procured through your fan base. To be clear though, this is 25% from the book's profit. So if the book is $50, printing is $10, your profit would be 25% of the $40, not the full $50. I hope all of this is clear, but if it's not, like I said, you can find it all on the website, which is stygiansociety.com/anthology. I'll have that on the screen and I'll post it in the description and the pinned comment, of course. Along with the announcement of our anthology, we have also launched a Kickstarter campaign for the project today, as well as a general Patreon for Stygian Society itself. Please do check these out. They're a great way to support what we're doing, and I think that the rewards we're offering are pretty cool too. And that's the announcement. Is your interest piqued? I really hope so, because I so badly want to see the stories that you come up with. Oh, and if you're going the nonfiction route, by the way, that's fine, but depending on what you're writing, we might require citations, etc. But we can sort that out once you send your piece in. And before I forget, if you're looking for an editor to go over your work before you submit it, shoot us a message and let us know. We can put you in contact with the editor who will be doing the final look through of the anthology, and you'll be able to hire her at a discounted rate. As always, I am focused on education and assistance for writers here on this channel, so if you need a little bit of hand-holding along the way to get your work to us, really don't be afraid of reaching out to me at all. With that, 2023, let's start this thing off right. If you haven't already, please remember to like, subscribe, and hit the bell button so you actually get notified whenever I post new videos. And if you can share this video around, it would be so appreciated. That's especially important for this one, just so that it can reach as many YouTubers and potential project supporters as possible. That being said, I will be back next week for another video, but until then, I hope that you are having a day that is just as wonderful as you are. Bye.